Hello， 大家好，我是 Jimmy J。今天来玩《古墓奇兵崛起》的 DLC 卡芙特庄园，不知道是什么样的故事。新游戏、新探险，所以这里面还有2个剧情可以玩，是不是？下面还有一个 VR 模式哦，因为我现在没有连接 VR 装置，所以它没有跳出来可以选。那我们先来玩血脉相连。今天下午有稍微自己刷了一下成就跟那个收集品，已经总游戏完成度好像已经达到95%了。剩下一些奖杯是那种比较难解到的，应该就是那种要多人连线，因为我没有买会籍。可是如果星期2极地战壕5上市。所以我可能会去买个会籍，为了玩那个跟其他玩家连线玩，我会去买个会籍。这是什么？您目前正在广播，但广播互动选项已停用。是否要启用广播互动，让观众投票决定要套用哪些卡片至您的游戏？好，随便试啊。可是这个套用。
To Lara Croft, current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother won't want that. Sincerely,
这也太可怜了吧。
There has to be a will, some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor, somewhere. Dad's safe.
需要密码，看来这就是一波解谜游戏。
It's a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
这应该是他小时
Birthday
候的相片。
crown. I was so proud of that thing.
生日皇冠。旁边是那个玩具总动员里面的暴龙，是不是？ 后面一定有东西。
That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
真的假的？好，这个没事。好像可以互动的，靠近就会发光，跟那个主线剧情一样，因为我有点。
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment. I wanted to see how she would respond, and she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant...
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
外面那个是什么？这是海吗？还是湖泊？应该是一座湖吧。
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL.
伦敦大学。
Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
我还伪造文书嘞，没东西。 哦，这里还有东西，一个抽屉柜子。有什么？有什么？没东西啊，没东西。好多东西可以互动啊。
A picture with Dad and Anna.
安娜拍档。
never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
还蛮多那种艺术品，这是拿破仑吗？
This is probably my grandfather.
哦，不是哦，是他爷爷班杰明，拿破仑，看起来有点像。应该拿破仑的领子应该比较大一点。哎，有东西了。
One of Dad's Yoruba masks, a gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
奈及利亚探险时，一位认识的朋友送他的礼物。这面具看起来很旧呢。这是谁？该不会是艾米莉亚吧？哎，这里还有东西。
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made...
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
这里两个抽屉都可以看。对，有一本书。
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
True behind myth， 然后那个是理查·卡福特爵士，然后旁边这个旁边的抽屉有什么？不，没东西。这里呢，这看起来是一份地图。
Dad's map of the forgotten cities
对，
of
叙利
northern
亚失
Syria.
落之城地图。
He was closer than he knew to finding the prophet's tomb.
Syria。找遍了还是没有看到你。
Need a combination for this lock.
走出去还有
The door to the library.
锁着的。
Locked. There's got to be another way through. This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the
摆
servants'
明就是要我
passages.
那个啊，照着路线走。现在在哪？哦，现在在那个上面那个红色点点出来那边，所以等下前面要右转。
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
哦，酷哎！
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these.
哦，这不是死者苏醒的标志吗？
Dad became interested in immortality
Why is
myths
that
after his expeditions to Egypt. Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
他会怕是不是？怕黑。电暖炉。
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad?
他妈妈是怎么死的？好像没有提到。啊，他打开来没东西。
Well, hello
兰
there,
斯
Sir
洛特
Lancelot. Don't worry,
神魔
won't
之
be
塔里
borrowing
面的
your
兰
sword
斯
this
洛
time.
特，暗属性魔族。
The Grand Hall.
加
Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
这个用地亚玩应该很好玩吧？看起来
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay
这里
out
就
of
是
there, darling.
他妈妈以前住在这里。
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. Locked. Need
要
a
主
key
钥
to
匙，
open
要
this.
钥匙。因为都开不了，需要主钥匙。看来钥匙可以开启。
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the
看起来
guest
像是
house.
摆香
What
烟
was
的。
she doing in here?
有什么隐藏资讯啊？哎，有签名啊？
Someone has a sense of humor.
怎样？他写什么 ？Stop smoking, love 啊！停止抽烟，果然是放香烟。哦，这里堆杂物了，把一个门堵住了，后面就有。哦，有一个东西。
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes, born anew.
这里没东西。下楼，现在要找手电筒找不到。又是一个需要主钥匙的吧？我只要找到主钥匙就可以开启一堆房间。Danger， 佩戴安全帽。哦，还有中文。月雕像，这又是谁？
Not sure. I really need to brush up on my
祖先，
ancestors
这是
one of
谁？
these days.
感觉他的祖先都是伟人。 不然他们家族不会这么有钱啊。好野人。
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress
就
Lara?
在回想，
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an
这
explorer.
个应该是他们家那
But
个。
don't grow up too fast.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and... Oh, God! I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I...
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
哎，这不就是手电筒吗？这不就是我要的吗？哒哒，耶，可以去探险。
Should be able to explore the dark now.
啊，一样，手机耶。
Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for, I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in.
就是要跟他抢夺遗产。
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands.
身为遗产管理人，我有义务让遗产落入合适的人手上。他最合适的不就是他的女儿罗拉吗？摆明就是想要喧宾夺主。
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
好像没东西了，这里也探险完了。哎，这里好像还有。哦，这个不是，它只是亮亮。跳跳跳，不管到哪里都要跳跳跳。利用仆人通道进入图书室。哦。
Amelia. The news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all.
Demacia. 德莫内，听都没听过。哦呦，哇，老旧房屋
falling apart.
走一
Maybe
下
I should
楼
just
梯
let
就
my
快
uncle
崩
have this
掉。
place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
哦，地图是长这样子啊？怎么不是刚刚那幅画作？这里应该也不能出去吧？还是可以？啊，果然也不行。这应该是通到刚刚一楼外面其中一个门才对，我再查一次。相通的。遗物有54个，文献40个，好多哦。壁画好像不用互动哎，只要看到就算了，是不是？啊，终于可以跑。
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how...
到哪里都有大垃圾。
Still just as creepy as I remember.
为什么要突然有这么一段惊悚的配乐啊？你又没有看到鬼。刚刚是有人走过去，还是我看错？
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to...
有那个练习模式，也有那个仆人，他会一直拿一个托盘端着茶跟着你，超好笑。然后我都会跑一跑，跑到那个冷冻室、冷藏室啊，那个冷藏猪肉的地方，然后赶快跑出来，把它关在里面，把它关在那个冷藏室里面，因为他一直跟着我，很烦。
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliché. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the De Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised...
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
总是选白棋，而且那个旧版的古墓奇兵，你拿枪射那个老管家，他会拿托盘挡子弹，超好笑。等等，这里有东西吗？有个推车，呀，这里还有书本。
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her.
好的，好，这里就是要把那个推车推走。先把这个拉出来。只能拉到这里了，好吧，然后再把这个拉回来。噔。
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
波尔本葡萄酒，这是什么啊？这是酒，造型还蛮特别的。会不会有藏东西在柜子上？
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The keepers of knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
他们在玩大地游戏，图腾。是走哪里啊？我看一下这里有什么。哦，这里还有路。哦，应该是相通的。
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
玩具熊，你为什么要把玩具熊用的像木乃伊啊？这玩具熊长得很像豆豆先生。有一个无限的标志。这里也有一个无限的标志。这里应该其实是相同的。它这里没有东西啊，上面掉了一个东西。这里应该就是绕回去，没错。地上这里有亮亮的，那是陷阱是不是？有绳子哎。
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition.
陷阱。
Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this.
这么大的一个庄园，就是可以玩一堆有的没有的东西。
Water damage from the main hall
他
above.
那个阿努比斯的雕像，我要怎么去拿？应该是要走另一边过去。就是走这里。我有没有漏什么？好像没有。利用仆人通道进入图书室。我的目标始终都是这个啊。阿努比斯的头像在哪里啊？还是没有拿到。好，在这里，在这里，走这里。
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
黑金卡阿努比斯。好，这里没东西。要撬棍才能使用。我现在是走到哪里？这是地图吗？
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
13。
There's a missing page.
少一个第二页。哦，第二页不见了，室友蹊跷。
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met, I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake.
什么鬼啊？艾米莉亚因为她太过于认真在研究上面，她要离开她，是不是？这也太霸气了吧！哇！
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
哦，又有好多东西可以看。
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it 这是那个什么，哈利波特里面的街道地图是不是？
需要打火机才能点。说我还要找打火机，那个算是什么啊？这个没有挑战吧？还是有？看一下。哇，这个没有挑战啊。那点壁炉算是什么项目啊？
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
一是什么？那个一是什么符号？看不懂。二是一个小鸟，三是猪鼻孔，上面有2只手，是不是？4那个是文字吗？文字，这个该不会就是密码吧？保险箱密码线索，真的，原来它旁边标名字就有写。5是2只鸟，6是那是兔子吗？7小精灵，8那是什么？我看不懂。9是什么？也看不懂。水枪吗？10尼斯湖水怪。11一只狗。12一条蛇，跟那个割毛笔的。13一个菱形跟一堆墓碑。14一个菱形跟那个是什么啊？不知道。15那个也是兔子是不是？16那个是鹿吧？17是什么？一只狗趴在地上的狗，然后背上插着一个旗子哦。18一只鸟。19不明物体。20一棵树旁边墓碑。21也是树13、14跟20、21长得都很像右边的东西都会差不多。22是那什么菜刀啊
？Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you?
This was always one of my...
This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times.
我刚刚再翻一次有出现什么东西呢？它怎么出现？
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
是不是我已经获得密码？可是这里还有好多东西可以调查。
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have...
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
那里有一个那个暴龙，完哦，这不能看。
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
罗拉的探险宝藏，探险宝藏是什么？阿努比斯那个吗？最喜爱的艾米莉亚画作，结婚纪念日。
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
还可以再看一下。好的，这里。
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though.
Dad's lighter. 哦 ，lighter 啊。想说他怎么会讲赖达
The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belongs.
PC 不是类西元前的缩写吗？偶尔获得新装备，我可以去点那个炉火。
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace
地炉
now.
和蜡烛时，按住框框不放可以点燃。
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
会不会出现小熊维尼？
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own
点个
adventures.
壁炉好了。点火可以干嘛？还有蜡烛，蜡烛是这个吗？是啊。对，这里怎么会有个楼梯啊？我刚刚没看到。哦，果然有藏东西，又是文献。
This picture was taken in the library.
那是谁啊？艾米莉亚吗？一定都在后面。1820年。
1820 additions to the main hall in
主厅增建
progress.
进行中。这里的梯子倒下来。哪里有蜡烛可以点？
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed.
这个扬声器怎么发亮？可以干嘛？放音乐吗？
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
哦，好怀念的音乐啊！古墓奇兵旧游戏的音乐，以前游戏的音乐，哦，超熟悉，超怀念。这是什么的？
It appears Sir
雷
Reginald's
金纳
helmet
德
fell
爵
off.
士。
Or didn't I put it back properly?
他跟他借头是不是？他跟他借头盔戴。不能出去，要主厅钥匙。哇，这个音乐超怀念。噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。哎，等，是可以移动。所以我现在上去是哪里？可以上去啊，那为什么我不要？哦，被那个挡到了，难怪。哎，我不能用推的，只能拉的。
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
我记得这一段音乐是游戏2代在那个是哪里啊？那个地方叫哪里？我真的忘了。意大利那个哪里啊？意大利有很多运河的那个叫哪里？不是罗马，有很多运河的那个啊，我忘了叫什么。不是有很多运河？威尼斯，哎，是威尼斯吗？对，威尼斯。我记得是2代在那边的时候的背景音乐。
Blank, except for the image
遗
of a
物猎
key.
人已获得奖杯，一片空白，只有一把钥匙的图案。这应该是要跟某个地图重叠在一起吧？感觉
I
是这样。
remember this map now. It leads to
寻找更大的热源。
the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
热源是在楼下壁炉吗？开不了。这门可以开吗？哦，我现在是要
I
找那个
think
主
I
钥匙。
stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
然后谜题一步一步的在解开咯。就是这个热源。
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
书架附近的箱子底下。
X marks the spot,
这个
as
书
they
架不是
say.
这个吗？把它推走。噔噔，我是长机关。这种
The
解谜的
master
真的
key.
很好玩。
This should get me into the West Wing.
等一下哦，哇，我可以开启一堆门。
All right. This
通
should
往过
open
去的钥
most
匙。
rooms in the manor, including the forbidden West Wing.
哇，那现在我有一堆门可以开，我要选择先走哪？音乐还有在放吗？音乐不能断啊，这是经典。
I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
这里没有什么东西。哦，有这里。
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some.
保重 ，take care。狮子好像。这里是不是1楼啊？哎，没错，我走出来了。我打通一条路了，然后刚刚那里还有2楼可以走。等一下啊，这附近确定没东西的吗？好的。继续放。这里还有一个门可以开，还有一个线索我没有找到。这个是要工具的吧？哎，用钥匙也可以啊。
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6, 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number.
2只
Which
鸟
one?
是哪一个？哎，我找到线索。这个是哪里？
Okay,
哎，回
Dad's
来了。
clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing. Need to search the rest of the manor for the clues to the combination.
还有密码的线索哦，原来还要找。对啊，我记得我在哪一个地方有看到壁炉，不是吗？我要不要从头再搜一遍这里啊？因为我看会不会有我可以，果然这里有个门，这是通到哪里？咦，走出来了，噔噔，好，再绕一次这里。有没有壁炉可以点火？我记得我有看到啊，还是说是在外面大厅那里？没差，反正走过来，我还是要走一次这里啊。有箱子的话，我有钥匙可以开的。我就是不记得这里有没有箱子。反正再走一次不会吃亏，少拿了才吃亏，少拿了我又要再玩一轮去拿东西、收集东西。 游戏真的是很好玩。有一款小小梦魇，我一直很想玩，可是外面都没有看到，太热门了，一下就被卖光了。这些是还没拿到，写位于卡福特庄园的都是还没拿到。
For God's sake, Mep.
保险箱密码线索。
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday.
两只鸟。
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol.
他们还有他们的结婚纪念日没有找到。反正一定最后一定都找得到。这里上去应该就是跑到刚刚那个图书馆。啊，对了，还有找一个那个蓝图。嘿，我又绕一圈回来了。哦，他不能把那个门推开。在画室和主卧室，画室它有没有显示画室是哪里啊？啊，在那两个发亮的地方。好的，我们就前往那两个地方。Go go go！ 这里啦，壁炉在这里。啊，我还没有看到哪里有蜡烛可以点呢，我只看到壁炉。这里都没有房间，楼上就是西侧厢房。没错，就是这里。他爸禁止他进入的地方，不知道为什么。哦，哇！为什么他的房间变成这样啊？西侧厢房变成这样，被禁止进来。这里是发生过什么惨案啊？这是被敌人入侵过，是不是？太恐怖了。
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it.
这都已经破坏殆尽，树都长进来了。哦，走到最里面的一间，来自过去的秘密，还有2个密码。这里看起来好阴森哦，有点不喜欢这个感觉。
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way.
At least that old thing still works.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA.
这个日志应该是先录，然后再来是她先怀孕，然后把她生下来，然后后来那个艾米莉亚才离开。这是戒指吧
Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it.
这是玉石吗？还是什么？
The inscription is faded.
Faded， 是不是该放一首歌了？
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge.
保险箱密码线索。
I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of demonic oblivion.
可能要找另一个把它拼凑起来。这是什么项链？
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
珍珠项链。哎，这里。哦，看到了，10月13。
October 13th.
妈妈的生
Pretty
日。
sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
前后几天是不是就是那个4天嘛？
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so
这是她妈
beautiful.
妈长这样子，终于知道真相了。10月，你看
There's a
October。
date, October. The anniversary was in October. Which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere.
这是香水吧？
My
喷香
mother's
水。
perfume. The smell.
Perfume.
So familiar.
这里有一个雕像，谁？
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
看起来比电影里面还要严肃哎。他把他自己先做成那个雕像啊。
After everything
I
Atlas...
think this was Dad's pocket watch.
怀表，12点整啊。这是什么符号？隐藏资讯在哪？
Looks like it stopped
停
precisely
在
at
5页。
Done. How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
原来那个什么亚特那个什么是艾米莉亚的哥哥。
I remember this.
10月13。等一下，应该有一个，刚刚有一个文件叫这是什么？忘记了。
I always accepted that... The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. I'm at a cross...
They say a good test of a relationship is how... Well, this is a hell of a thing.
那个在哪里呀？我忘记
I am bursting with pride.
我记得是艾米莉亚的声音啊。
Amelia would not have approved. That... Amelia left tonight.
诶，是哪一个文献呢？我现在是……哦，这里有显示。
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it.
所以那个密码是在他生日的4天前，是不是？
I remember this.
10月13，4天前，所以是10月9号吧。所以这个就是他的其中一个密码，是不是10月9号？这里还有一个地方可以探险。哦呦
Okay, keep it together. You're starting to see things.
有吗？我刚刚转那个角度是不是什么都没看到？太可惜。
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a...
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different... You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
我那个下倾盆大雨，哎，这个不能点，不能，那不是壁炉吗？怎么不给我点？这是一幅照片。
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mom died too young.
哎，他说 "Mom died too young"， 可是他中文翻译妈妈太早离开了，代是死掉啊，他这样会让人家搞混。
I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small.
小 baby 遗物组，都长蜘蛛网，这是幅画作。他画室比我想象的还要小，没有那么大。
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say, I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through...
Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
红色积木就是这个嘛。4个红色积木，这是数字啊。4啊。等一下，这附近真的没有东西的吗？我可以弹钢琴。没赛。好，等一下，我再来看一下密码提示啊。遗物还有16个没拿，文献还有13个，多。
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say, I returned to my family's home.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
探险宝藏。
I believe it took this trip to push...
这个是生日的。右下角那个吗？
I believe it.
The pharaoh.
2只鸟的嘛。
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual.
好，没关系，我先回去那个房间。打开保险箱拿到遗嘱会不会就结束了？我是不是要先去调查其他地方？我好怕拿到那个遗嘱是不是就 ending 的？我要不要先去调查其他地方？
The Croft family crest.
嘉文好帅啊！神盾局。 还是没有看到有蜡烛可以点啊。等，跳的用跳的走比较快。刚刚画作那边有蜡烛可以点吗？ 没有蜡烛可以点，那他有提示说有蜡烛可以点。刚刚那个拿到赖打那边啊，他说可以靠近蜡烛或壁炉时按正方形可以点啊，重点是根本就没有蜡烛啊！我是不是漏了什么东西呢？门都被开过了。
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here, and it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
哦，最终谜题即将揭晓。
Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
几位数？只有3位数啊
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
哪有失败啊？我根本就还没调查，你说失败？我都还没试嘞。解谜喽！埃及皇冠是这个数字是5。艾米莉亚的坠饰。
Dad gave it to Mom on her birthday.
10月13，这代表什么意思啊？10月13，
I remember this now.
密码只有3位
Each
数啊。
district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number.
最后是
I
4的，
always
无什
preferred
么
these
4是不
symbols
是
to the actual number hieroglyphs.
因为那个积木红色积木有4个啊。
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure.
哎，等，探险宝藏是指这个吗？对，第一个密码就是5，它有那个排序。
For God's sake, memorize the
最
combination,
喜
you
爱的艾米莉亚画作。哦，不是这个。
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should.
画作是代表什么？红色积木啊，4是不是？所以就是5什么4嘛。
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
结婚纪念日。
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion.
10月19，不是10月9号。10月9号这样是要。10月9
I
号。
remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always
这个应该
preferred
只
these
是让我
symbols to
对
the
到那个
actual
2 只
number
鸟是5
hieroglyphs.
吧？这个密码是5什么4啊？可是我要怎么解啊？5
No,
不是啊，
that's not it.
594。
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
不是吗
No, that didn't work. The answer.
一脸看起来不屑。密码的
For
排
God's
序
sake,
是
memorize the
照
combination,
着
you
就是这样子
fool.
吧。探险宝藏
Lara's
是5啊。
expedition treasure. My favorite
Amelia
painting by
画作。
Amelia. The day of our wedding.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should
他
say
最喜欢的
I
画作就
returned to
是有
my
红色积
family's
木啊，
home.
那是要数红
Atlas
色
was
积
there
木的
in
数
one
量
of his
嘛。
foul moods,
红色积木的
and
数
even
量
as
是
he
4
dripped
venom
个
for
啊。
Richard with his cruel
For God's sake, memorize the
啊
combination,
，549
you
是不是？好，顺序错了。
has to be in the clues.
549。哎嘿嘿嘿，神人侦探大师就是我，福尔摩斯是我。
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe.
可是为什么是9啊？10月9号他怎么取9那个最后的数字啊？就是日期。这是什么？他出生的时候
No,
盖的。
that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb.
I'm not.
It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains.
在山中坠毁了。
She died
原来
alone
他
in
是
the
这
snow,
样子
waiting for me to find
死
her.
掉了。
Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done. And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate. A test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try.
东西是因为要让艾米莉亚起死回生，是不是？
The monks are preparing the elixir now. And then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
简单，绘图转身喊下去就复活了。
Dad, what did you do?
好，最后一个哦遗嘱在这里了，即将揭晓。哎，
Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it.
没有机会发行，有隐藏资讯。
Handwritten. This is the only copy.
手抄本。
Damn, this isn't it either. I was
庄园
certain
所有
there
权
had to be a will
权状
here.
在这里。
Wait, what's that?
哒哒，权状啊。
A blank page.
啊，傻小。折成这样子，这是代表着什么东西呢？
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
寻找破解空白页的方法。我还有12个遗物，12个文献，各12个。去炉火那边看一看。背包。我是所有房间都几乎开过了。跳。我可以出去吗？应该不能。好，我踢到东西了，我把它踢倒了，不好意思。还有12个，怎么那么多啊？在哪里？要对着火炉看吗？果然，我要看啊。
A hidden message.
哇，这是立体的哇，
What are
立
these
体的。
strange marks?
这是
They
密码，
have
我
to be
看
some
懂
kind
了。
of clue.
这个也太简单了吧？然后这是什么意思？这个我就看不懂。这个应该是直接看，这是一个地图。我知道了，这是那个放酒瓶的那边，那个叫什么？地窖是不是？酒窖。然后这个是密码，我记得第一个符号就是1。我有读过埃及学，文字是414下面要勾14，那个是文字嘛，对不对？14，然后一个焦啊的那个，我看一下，几粒焦啊？好，埃及练习纸在这。
I remember
看
this
啊，鼻
now.
子的那个像鼻
Each
子是1
district
啊，文
in
字是
ancient
4啊，我就跟你
Egypt
说
had
过，
a
我读过。
symbol and a number. I
哦，那个
always
是
preferred these
142，
symbols
好，
to
我
the
懂
add.
了。再看一次啊！再看一次，纸在哪？我在找嘛。这个啦，这个。
A hidden message.
我要记一下第3个图案啊，一只鸟的，应该就是吧。
I remember this
对啊
now.
142
Each
啊。
district in ancient Egypt had a symbol.
怀疑呀，拜托，钻研过埃及史啊。142，这太简单了，就是要来这里调查。听到这个音乐会有点激动的感觉，然后走这里，这里就是直接迅速抵达那个酒窖。会不会有僵尸？邪灵入侵玩太多。然后是藏在这里，我要怎么用？还要从这里，把它推开，对。哇，好猛啊！这个庄园真了不起，各种暗道，这怎么看起来那么像邪灵入侵的地方？
Damn, locked in. Did this open the secret door from the inside? Hope I'm not trapped in here.
根本邪灵入侵啊！
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
哇，在卡福特爵士的秘密地窖搜寻线索，太猛了吧！这里有一个。
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing. I've been careless with presenting my findings, attracting all the wrong sorts of attention. Roth thinks I'm being paranoid by building this.
这是什么啊？各种岩石。
The missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
好，好啊，这个是日本的雕像，是吗？还是什么？
My love, it is silent, so peacefully silent now. Even after the madness and chaos of the crash, I can't help but still wonder at the beauty of these mountains. I understand the magic that drew you here. Please know that I feel no pain in this moment. Only immense sadness. Sadness that I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will become.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave.
这是空拍机哦。这个跟那个标志好像。
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west. Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
哦，这个要记一下哦。知识在东，歇息在西，未来在南，过往在北。知识在东，歇息在西，未来在南，过往在北。
Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
还可以再看一次哦，有东西耶！等下，我先看其他的。
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in
他们
here.
家好猛。
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that, I say, you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. Yet you might as well have choked the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped the stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia. I would have welcomed.
他在做什么
You
邪
brought her
教的
home.
事？
She's here, somewhere.
真的啊，他的尸体就藏在
This
后
was
面。
part of a set of
水泥
statues
封
Dad
尸
found
案
in
哦。
China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it.
西安龙王，这个不是《古墓奇兵》游戏2代的东西吗？中国啊。
Dad's Tibetan scroll. I remember he used to pore over this.
这里好多亮色系的东西啊，其实我都不知道哪些可以看。桌上这里。
Might be able to use this to access other parts of the manor.
哎，对，敲棍，我之前不是需要敲棍去哪里吗？哎，我之前是要拿敲棍去哪里啊？我走得回去吗？哇，这个根本就回不去啊！是之前那个宝箱要用敲棍吗？然后我只是拿钥匙就解开了，是不是？因为我记得有哪里要用敲棍啊，可是我全部的门几乎都开过，宝箱也都开了。解开太阳形状的牌匾机，好哦。咦？又回来这里了，原来如此，太神了！哎呦哎呦哎呦，哦，就是这个啊，就是这个柜子啦，原来就在这里。
Hi, Dad.
Hi,
So I
Dad.
know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
工作吧，虽然我也不知道他几岁了，感觉就还很小，很年轻。还有什么可以撬开的吗？我可不想漏掉什么。还有7个文献，5个遗物。好，然后我又回到这里，我再搜一次好了。我问哪里有什么东西需要我用铁锹撬开。哦耶，又可以听音乐。离开就听不到。我要往大厅走。往那边走之前，我先来调查一下其他地方。好，这里是没有东西了。跳，是不是就是只有刚刚的柜子才用到敲棍？
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas, and then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
这个可以看是不是？哎，不能啊。然后呢，我走到这里会突然有那个。好，至少看到一个。这里我记得是没有要用到铁锹的啦。哦，这里也没有东西。不过很奇怪，在这里不能跑。哎，这是他们的那个家纹 ，Croft， 帅气。好，确定已经没有看到可以任何敲开的东西了。然后家纹要放在这里正中间的地方。然后我看一下地图跟东西南北有什么关联。还有7个加5个，12个东西没有拿。完成87%，87%，这太强了吧！哎，刚刚看起来那么小，现在那么大。
Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
这又代表着什么东西呢？又有一个密室哎，好帅啊！哦，不是密室啊，哎，果然是，就要撬开，狂破坏！调查卡夫特家族的地下墓室，哇，他们真的是超猛的。外国是不是很多这种充满机关跟密室的房子啊？感觉就很有趣啊。地下墓室，感觉会有点阴森哦。
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
他都不知道他妈妈的尸体一直在他们家中。
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy, one that I confess.
好，还剩下11个。这里感觉又有一堆东西可以读。
My great-grandmother Rose, nicknamed the Golden Rose for her
曾祖母罗斯
perfect reputation. I wonder what she would have thought of me.
金色玫瑰耶。好，剩下10个了，对不对？应该剩10个，4加6，没错，剩10个。应该都集中在这个房间里，只要找一找就好。扣，又提到东西了。是什么 ？Memory of our 下面那个 loving husband and father。诶，在电影里面他们的墓室不是在另外一个地方吗？电影里他是走到另一个地方啊，就是庄园的另外一处角落。
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
哦，天使，这个天使的雕像在守护。这里都是他们的祖先，是不是啊 ？Rose Croft， 罗斯诶，他曾祖母的啊，这个奇像。看不懂是谁。啊，对啊，这边是谁？我没有注意。这个也看不到。这个呢？啊，这个就是我刚刚看的。 电影里面他父亲的那个墓碑上面也有机关，不是吗？打开就是他的研究室。
My dearest Lara.
My dearest
It is
Laura.
difficult to write this,
Laura.
knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me with all my love, your mother.
要过场动画了，是不是？怎么好像？小喵哥，解完了，我还有8个东西没有拿到，不是吗
？What's this?
哦，又有可以探险的了耶！额外遗物，庄园现在有额外遗物可以供发掘，已获得奖杯流传后世，赞哦！我又可以继续探索了。这里，额外的遗物。
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
终于投降协定。看一下哦，卡福特庄园已经你父亲其他财产的所有权将归属于你。
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, or fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
我现在是要探索什么？我刚刚是不是有拿到什么新东西呀？探险地图。我还要少一个没有拿到。 祖先的遗物。
This picture with.
我刚刚是拿到什么啊？ 他是不是只说我可以进行探索啊？他没有说我有拿到什么，是不是？没关系。 反正我知道还有更多遗物了，现在还有7个还没有拿到，再来做一下探险就知道了。反正一定会拿到全部的东西。现在这个等于就像是主线剧情破完后的那个探索模式，让我拿到一些额外的遗物。就是要听音乐。这个是可以看的吗？会不会有藏一个在上面？没有。好像走逆向，哼。该不会是那个门可以出去吧？应该不能吧？对啊，不能。那我是哪里还可以探索？那里还可以下去。有，找到了。
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not...
那个人真的是很烦什么亚特香又要抠了。剩下的东西藏在哪里呢？这里又有，哇，好多我都在这里。
The broken sword I brought back from Yamatai.
Yamatai 带回来的断剑。电影里面他有带断剑回来吗？电影里面他有从亚马台带断剑回来吗？好像没有吧，有点忘记电影在演什么。这个是那个，这不是那个叫什么神圣之源吗？
The Atlas, such an amazing piece of craftsmanship. Sophia insisted I take it home with me.
Sophia 坚持要把它给我。这里好像又多了一个相片。不能看，我记得那个原本没有在那边啊。闹鬼的椅，自己在那边转，在这里啊。这是他的手枪他的双枪。
I can still remember the last time I fired these.
电影最后面他也去买了双枪，不是吗？他以后的武器就是双枪了。他在电影那个什么亚马台事件的时候，还是拿弓箭。好，这里是没东西的。这里2楼会有东西吗？我还有几个？1个跟2个，还有3个东西要收集。走一走，应该就可以看到。这里都没有。那个暴龙玩具应该也是不能拿吧？还是说可以啊？我跳下来一下好了，反正可以再上去。不能。好，你直接从这里上去。还有3个东西，1个遗物跟2个文献。野马台，因为用跳的 走比较快啊，前进比较快啊。真的，就走的这样走那么慢，用跳的比较快。哎，看跳下去。我在想会不会藏在这附近。
This is strangely beautiful.
又有新的台词。This is strange beautiful. 要一直开启鹰眼视觉还蛮累的。这里好像没东西可以拿，奇怪，完全没有新的东西。好吧，撤退。boing boing， 跳跳虎，跳跳拉。原来它名字的由来是因为那个拉是要向那个太阳神拉致敬。这里也没有东西耶。诶，那剩下的东西到底藏在哪里啊？会不会在那个地下墓室里面？我觉得应该在地下墓室。诶，这里有楼梯，我怎么现在才看到啊？我随便跳一跳就看到了。已获得奖杯住家骑兵。
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today.
伦敦参展的，诶，这不是他的画作吗？
It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with that.
这是他的画作啊，就是在楼下那边那个。我居然漏掉这里。
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be celebrating with his favorite whiskey tonight.
Whiskey.
It's calm and peaceful now. Just the gentle sound of the rain and the small, sleeping breaths of this new life I hold in my arms.
随便跳跳还是有用的，会不小心跳上一个地方。还是其实这里本来没有东西，刚刚才对嘛？他的那个导览手册的封面就是这个啊，他的画作。好，现在差一个文献了，哇，那个藏在哪里？找一下。去感觉藏在地下墓室，看一下。有吗？没有。好。怎么没有看到亮色系？这里根本就是年久失修啊！最后一个文献到底藏在哪里呢？他母亲是不是就躺在这个石棺里面？哦，我想说这是不是某个机关，踩上去就会开启什么东西？哇，文献也不在这里，最后一个藏在哪？啊，又跳得快多了。Where is the last one? 不是在这啊。哎，我们要出去啊！回去。我有一种就在附近的预感，可是我就是找不到的。我再去他的办公室看一下好了。 按框框，一直随便按，可是就是没有触发到。哦，我再去地下室一趟好了，搞不好藏在那里。它这个地下室真的还蛮恐怖的。哦，那里还有个柜子啊！这是，这是，哦，那就一定在那里啦。过去2个啦，之前就是少这个开不了。当当，这个是空的，好，大奖就在这里，耶！100%收集，当当，没错，当当找到了。
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I've tried to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only further fueled the fire of his obsession. He's now up at all hours in his study, researching God knows what. And poor Lara, she is so confused. Too young to understand the tragedy that has befallen this great house. My dearest hope is that Lord Croft will emerge from his grief and embrace fatherhood and the love of his daughter. But I fear he may give in to his obsessive nature, that which Lady Amelia tempered in him so well. In any case, I will be a rock for young Lara. She will never sense tragedy and sorrow in me.
对，他也没有提到他的那个管家跑去哪里了，好奇怪啊！那管家去哪里了？是离开了呢，还是也是过世了？他完全没有提到。我就可以在这里，噔噔，来探险一下，有没有什么新的东西可以拿？虽然说我都拿光光了。啊，对哦，是绕一圈回来。这个地方真的超屌，每个地方都相通。要建造出这种房子，到底要怎么做？好啦，全部收集完成，噔噔，好，那今天就玩到这边。卡福特庄园好像还有另一个游戏可以玩，另一个模式可以玩，那就明天再玩。好啦，各位晚安，拜拜。